to confess. I wish you'd reveal to me the way that you feel.
Why don't you tell me the way that you feel?
Confess. It isn't a crime.
No, it isn't a crime.
To open your heart to me and say that you're mine.
Please say you will always be mine.
How long can I keep waiting for a tender word from you? The sweetest rose starts fading when the sunshine won't come through. Confess, please don't make me guess.
Darling, don't make me guess.
If you really care for me, then darling, confess.
Oh, darling, confess. Why don't you confess? I wish you would reveal to me the way that you feel. If you would only confess, you know it isn't a crime to open your heart to me and say that you're mine. Say you are mine.
How long can I keep waiting for a tender word from you? The sweetest rose starts fading when the sunshine won't come through. Confess, please don't make me
Darling,
guess.
don't make me guess.
If you really care for me, then darling, confess.
Won't you please confess?
Then darling, confess.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, if there are any of you who haven't heard about two guys from Texas and two guys from Milwaukee, I'm sure you've heard about one of the cleverest guys in show business. One guy from Warner Brothers, Jack Carson.
Thank you, Dottie. I love that second introduction. I mean, it had everything. Humor and color, and above all, it had truth.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, Jack. You know, while I was introducing you, it suddenly occurred to me that someday you ought to make two guys from New Orleans. You know, that's where I come from.
Oh, I didn't know that, Dottie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm afraid the old place has changed. It's not like it used to be. It's pretty modern now.
Wait a minute, Jack. What do you mean? What's different about it?
Well, remember Cabin in the Cotton?
Well, yes.
Well, now it's Cabin in the Nylon.
Wait a minute. How do you know so much about the South? I thought you were born in Milwaukee.
Well, yes, I was, but grandfather was born in the deep South.
Was it really in the deep South?
Well, he was born in a gopher hole in Georgia, and that's about as deep as you can get. Grandpa was one of 17 children. The other 16 went north, but he stayed down south.
Well, why was that, Jack?
Well, he was the choice of the litter.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, Dottie, he was a very famous man in those parts. He was known as Inside Straight Carson.
Sounds fascinating.
Oh, indeed it was. They say he was one of the greatest gamblers who ever plied his trade on the Mississippi River steamboats. Oh, I can remember him so well in his striped pants, his cutaway coat, and his stovepipe hat. I'll never forget that stovepipe hat. 4 burners and 2 ovens.
Tell me more, Colonel.
Well, I'll never forget when I was a little lad. He'd sit me on his knee, and as the aces kept falling out of his sleeve, he'd tell me about life on the Mississippi. Life on the old Dixie Belle Queen.
Dowder! What are you doing
doing, Dowager?
I'm reading a book, Daddy.
A book? I hope it's a Southern book, Dowager.
Well, yes, it is, Daddy. It's the Bobbsey twins at Fort Sumter.
Well, that's a good book, Dowager. When you finish with that, why don't you try Tom Swift and his electric mint julep?
I will, Daddy.
Ah, my girl, as I look over the rail of the ship, it suddenly dawns upon me that I have been sailing this boat up the Mississippi for nigh on to 40 years.
Really, Daddy?
Yes. And next year, if things go well, I'm going to sail it down the Mississippi. And another thing, Dowager, I'm telling you for the last time that the man for you to marry is Colonel Peppermill.
But, Father, I don't love Colonel Peppermill. I love Inside Straight Carson.
Inside Straight Carson. Don't mention the name of that no-good gambler.
Ah, there you are, Captain. Did I hear you mention my name in a derogatory fashion?
You heard right. You are a cheating, lying, prevaricating, no-good, pusillanimous cur if I ever see one.
Those are fighting words, sir, in the South.
Well...
Looks like there's a northeaster blowing out.
Well, I can't keep chattering down here. I have to go up on deck.
Well, Inside Straight Carson, are you having a successful trip?
Well, I wouldn't say so. I just lost a lot of money.
You did?
I just got in a game of poker and there was something phony going on.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, it was a four-handed game and only three of us were cheating. That's what I get for playing with strangers.
But Inside Straight Carson...
Well, now that we're alone, honey, why don't you just call me Inside Straight?
All right, Inside Straight. But it's such a beautiful night out. Let's go in the back of the boat and see the wash.
Oh, let's go up to the front of the boat. I don't want that laundry flapping in my face.
But Inside Straight, this is serious.
Darling, nobody can hear us now. Just call me Inside.
All right, Inside. I have something I must tell you.
You better get it out pretty soon.
Daddy insists I marry Colonel Peppermill.
Colonel Peppermill? Why, he's old enough to be a Fowler.
But he's worth $1 million.
Huh? Maybe he could be my Fowler, too.
What's that?
I guess they're having trouble getting food in Alabama.
Well?
That must be the Birmingham airlift.
Well, look who's coming. Look who's coming. It's Colonel Peppermill.
Aha! So I'll catch you in the moonlight with this gambler, this cheat.
How dare you call Inside Straight a cheat?
Easy, my little Southern four-way cold tablet. I'll settle this in my own way. And now, sir, who are you calling a cheat?
You all. And I can prove it.
Well, all, go ahead and prove it.
I got proof that you spent 6 months in the Savannah jail for cheating.
I wasn't cheating. I was in for killing a man.
Why did you kill him?
I had to. He caught me cheating.
Then I apologize, sir.
That's not enough, sir. You have impugned my honor, you've defiled my escutcheon, and you've castigated my antecedents.
Those are hard words, sir.
They're practically impossible. It's the last time I get George Bernard Shaw to write my script.
Well, sir, there's no sense talking. You and I are going to have a duel, sir. That's the only way to settle an affair of honor.
Who's honorable?
Draw your pistol, sir, and walk 5 paces, and then we'll fire. Right. Wait, sir. I'm a-going to fire.
He got me. Yeah, he got me. Right between Natchez and Tallahassee.
Are you hurt inside?
Yeah. That's where I'm hurt, inside. But before I go, I just want to say one thing. People accuse me of being a card sharp and a cheat. But I never cheated in my whole life. You understand that? Never in my whole life have I ever cheated.
But inside, before you go, isn't there anything you want to tell me?
Yes, honey, there is. I have a few things that I want to leave you now that I'm whining.
What are they, darling?
My marked cards, my crooked roulette wheel, and my quarter slot machine with a 15-cent jackpot. Goodbye.
Darling. For those of you south of the Mason-Dixon line, honest, we were only kidding. And please, people, don't go away, because in just a minute we'll give you some great news concerning our guests for next week.
Get the best, get Sealtest.
The votes have been pouring in all month, and it's a landslide victory for two favorite candidates. One is the Sealtest Fountain Treat of the Month, a chocolate marshmallow nut sundae for only 25 cents. It's a winner, all right. That wonderful Sealtest vanilla ice cream, smothered in rich chocolate sauce, mellow marshmallow, and crisp, crunchy nuts. And here's the other favorite, the Sealtest Dessert of the Month, strawberry ice cream tarts. Creamy, smooth vanilla ice cream, topped with red, ripe, crushed strawberries, and a rich ring of real whipped cream. Any party will come off with flying colors with this favorite dessert in the spotlight. Ask for Sealtest Strawberry Tarts, and stop at your nearest Sealtest fountain for the Fountain Treat of the Month, a chocolate marshmallow nut sundae.
Get the best, get Sealtest.
And here once more is your mistress of ceremonies, Dorthy Lamour.
Carlton, I want to thank Jack Carson and Boris Karloff. It was wonderful and frightening to have had them here. Their appearance tonight contributes to a fine cause, the establishment of the American Federation of Radio Artists Welfare Insurance Fund. And now, Carlton, how about that special community chest message?
Right with you, Dottie. Ladies and gentlemen, your gift means a gift to not just one, but many worthwhile services. Hospitals and clinics, family and child welfare organizations, the youth and recreation centers in your community, and the USO, which is being restored for our armed forces. Remember, with the community chest, everybody benefits. Everybody gives.
Well, now I'm afraid it's time to make our Thursday night au revoirs. This is Dorothy Lamour saying good night, keep well, keep happy, and keep listening.
Sealtest Variety Theater is written by Howard Harris and direction is by Glenn Hall Taylor. Tune in next Thursday at this same time when Sealtest Milk and Ice Cream again presents Sealtest Variety Theater starring Dorothy Lamour and our guests Edward G. Robinson and Jimmy Durante. Sealtest Incorporated and associate companies are divisions of National Dairy Products Corporation. This is Carlton Cadell speaking.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.